Hello viewers, today I'm going to present to you my 1998 BMW 528i. Being in 1998, car is their pre-facelift, finished in Oxford green paint. It's on 15-inch style 29 wheels from BBS, of course, as per factory specification. Car has done about 274,000 kilometers. It's a Canadian car. I bought it from a gentleman in Ontario to get it back to Quebec here. For you Americans or British, that equates to roughly 172,000 miles. Car is not all factory paint. You can actually see, if you can see it here, but you can see the difference. Bumper is still factory paint, and this is not. And the reason for that is that this car had quite a bit of rust, being an Ontario car that was driven, I think, all year by one of the previous owners. So I got the rust fixed, so it doesn't have, well, most of the rust is gone, I should say. But if you open the trunk here, notice there's still a bit left here. I apologize, car is slightly dusty at the moment. I actually I took it out I was camping with friends and I used it. Car swallowed up all the luggage really good. Just as a 5 Series should, really. I mean, these cars are made for this. Toolkit was not complete when I got it. It's the American toolkit, so it's missing a few tools in the triangle. But it was also missing this wrench that I bought off ECS Tuning, and it fits in quite well. Their website actually said that the part wouldn't fit, but it was the only one I could find that was like, well, basically this wrench, 1213. So, and it fits. You know, it's the toolkit. You have to ram the tools in a little bit. This car has the CD changer, which I can't use. I'll get to that soon. But first, let's have a look. Have a look inside the car. As you can see, it's a manual, which I really wanted because I saw that a lot of people had problems with the automatics. You know, they don't start and you can't push them because it won't get into neutral or something. I have, of course, the multifunction steering wheel, which barely works, and the pièce de résistance, the aftermarket Eon on stereo. That's actually the reason I can't use the CD changer in the back, because, well, it's not compatible. It's not the factory radio. And you can see here that when it was removed, the trim doesn't quite fit in well. Actually, let's start it up. I had the ignition switch problems last year, so I could actually just start the car in neutral if I put my foot on the brake. It's like an automatic. 275,000 kilometers, I'm sorry. So that's probably about 172,000 miles. No, 100. I forget what the conversion factor is, but a bit more than 170,000 miles. Car has no lights. That's just seat belt, and to say that my handbrake is pulled. The powertrain is in really good condition, and it contrasts well with how the body was, with all the rust that there was. Options this car has, well, not many, if I'm honest. It does have the heated seats at the front, and also I have the aftermarket cup holder because, let's be honest, the real cup holders suck quite a bit. And the steering wheel is also heated, so that's pretty neat for those colder mornings. What else? Well, it has a sunroof. Being an American car, I think all the American E39s, well, North American E39s I should say, because this car is Canadian spec, they all had the sunroof as standard. And, well, you can see that it's Canadian car because obviously it's in kilometers, but also something that Europeans don't have per standard are, if you can see them, daytime running lights. And you can, yeah, heritage from Ontario. Quebec doesn't have a front license plate law, but I kept this because it fits well with all the other worn trim. So if I only changed that, then it would look a bit off. While we're here, let's open the hood. or the bonnet, as the British say. So this the factory M52 B28. This being a 98, it's the old one. It's the single Vanos. It's not the M52 M52 TU B28. It's just the M52 B28. So, being a single Vanos, I'm quite happy that I have this, because I've heard that Vanos on older cars, it's not really reliable. You can have problems with it. So, single Vanos versus dual Vanos, less things to break, I say. Apart from this, well, cigarette lighter, a real cigarette lighter in metal, so you can like burn your friends if they get you mad. That pretty much that's pretty much a lot of the interior. If we go at the back, very quiet here. I have a cup holder delete because again the cup holders were broken and I don't want to put any more of these. They're a terrible design, if I'm honest. Ashtrays on both sides, standard on American cars, if I'm correct. We open this, I have the option, let's get this out, for the ski bag. So if I want to put my skis in the car, I can do that just here. What else? I mean, if you're watching this off E39 Sources channel, you'll know that these aren't really complicated cars. That's what's seductive about them, is that they're simple but they're good. Oh yeah, also I should mention that this door sill I'm gonna change soon because all the corma's worn out. And I'm also gonna change the one on the driver's side because I don't know if you can see, but the rubber around it is gone. This part here, it doesn't exist anymore on the driver's side. If you move over here on the passenger side, I'm just gonna back up a bit because my legs are in the way. Open the glove box, and we actually find a working, let's get it up, a working E39 flashlight, which is neat. I mean, a lot of those cars have either their flashlights missing or broken, so the fact mine still works makes me really happy. What else? Ashtray, all pretty simple stuff. Being an older car and not being a sports model, it obviously has a very primitive ASC traction control system, which honestly is quite terrible. It's come on when I was driving in the rain, where clearly I would not have spun the wheels, and basically it's just a hinder on acceleration when you're trying to have fun. Car has the dual zone climate control, of course, as you can see. I think that was, it's not standard, but I think on most American cars it was equipped. Yeah, if you're wondering what the mic is here, it's to go with this, because there's a hands-free phone on it. So you need the input some way. I mean, these cars didn't have that standard. Sunroof works quite well, but when it wants to retract, sometimes it does the thing where this bar here doesn't want to retract. So it's always interesting. Actually, let's see if it's gonna do it. Did it work? I don't think it did. All right, let's go figure this out for the video. Yeah, okay. So you push it under, and you reach with your finger on the interior. Oh, damn it. Yeah, that's what happens. Oh, I think it's in. Where is it? There it is. And now it's in. There's also the vent function, which is nice when you don't want the noise, but you just want a bit of air in. Fantastic function. And yeah, I mean, that's about a lap of the car. I don't have many projects for it. I mean, I think I like the way it looks right now. I mean, it's practical, and it's not, I don't want to turn, I don't want to turn this car into like a, you know, people like, they do like an M Sport special. They put all the M Sport parts on cars that weren't M Sport. I don't want that. I want it simple. A few things that are going to be done soon. Well, there's the rust on the trunk, as I showed you, but there's also, I don't know if you can see, but the bumper is broken. It's not a big problem, but I think it's ugly. I mean, once you see it, you can't unsee it. So I'll get that replaced. I just need to find a bumper in good shape. Also, there are a few electrical problems, like the mirror here. It doesn't go up and down when you're adjusting it with the controls on the driver's side. So that's something else to fix. As I mentioned, also the door sills, and like these parts here, I don't know what they're called, seat side, seat base or something. They're pretty beat up, and driver's side's even worse, so I might change that as well. I mean, apart from that, I mean, I'm gonna flex on all the other people. I have no gas cap rust. It's perfectly clean. I might jinx it, and I'm gonna get rust tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. You can see it's written in French. Car's bilingual. It says, "Do not refuel while engine is running," but it says, "Seulement carburant exempt de plomb," which means like unleaded fuel only. So, yeah, that's the gas cap. The rope's broken. It says 89, and I put 91 in just for shits and giggles. Yeah. That's a good summary of a very basic 528i. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll keep you posted when this car is further down the road with its upgrades and restoration. See you.